The entertainment industry has saw a nuclear-level corporate execution, and the whole hip-hop ecosystem is presently in complete paralytic shock. Individual rap feuds seemed crazy to us. However, 50 Cent and Drake's recent unified front has officially ignited the worldwide music business. Profiting from Rick Ross's disastrous commercial failure, where his world tour arena was more than 80% empty and his 12th studio album, Set in Stone, sold a pitiful 296 pure copies. Drake and 50 Cent have formally teamed up to begin an aggressive, methodical effort to publicly disparage and ridicule Rick Ross' entire career. We're talking about viral stream takeovers, planned social media raids, and combined live radio shows where both megastars popped $3,000 bottles of champagne and flashed Ross empty venue seating maps. Music, however, Rick Ross did not remain silent. He launched an angry late-night reaction, accusing the two of destroying his business through algorithmic sabotage and automated bot farms. Stay there, because the information that Drake and 50 Cent revealed at the 7-minute mark will alter everything forever. You must consider how two of Rick Ross's most dangerous enemies chose to combine their enormous empires for a single devastating goal in order to completely appreciate the extraordinary historical scope of this united assault. Music. This goes beyond simple online harassment. This is the strategic marriage of Drake's enormous worldwide streaming power and 50 Cent's brutal street auditing warfare. Curtis, 50 Cent, Jackson, and William Leonard Roberts II, popularly known as Rick Ross, have been embroiled in hip-hop's most intimate and poisonous rivalry for almost 20 years. Since 2008, after 50 revealed that Ross had previously worked as a correctional officer, 50 has dedicated his life to destroying Ross's music greatest boss character. Through Nits cinema and television, 50 created a media empire and took every chance to make fun of Ross's personal life, business dealings, and auto shows. Rick Ross and Drake, on the other hand, had rather different pasts. Drake and Ross were a legendary hit-making team for more than 10 years, penning hits including Money in the Grave, Lord Knows, and Aston Martin Song. Together, they flaunted their wealth and referred to one another as brothers. But when Ross turned on Drake during the 2024 rap battles, releasing the diss hit Champagne Moments and persistently harassing Drake online under the moniker BBL Drizzy, that precarious relationship fell apart. Known for his long-term memory, Drake, Music, waited silently for Ross's commercial shield, Music, to crack. That moment came when official sales figures for Rick Ross's world tour and 12th studio album, Set in Stone, Music, were released. With a staggering 296 pure sales in its first week, the initiative had a terrible business crash. The situation was made worse by venue seating charts for Ross' global tour, which revealed that 10,000-seat venues were nearly, Music, totally empty. In order to avoid playing in front of empty seats, promoters were forced to give desperate ticket reductions. The first to attack was 50 Cent, who mercilessly mocked Ross's poor internet sales. However, 50 Cent reached out behind closed doors rather than letting Drake fight his own fights. The two megastars came to the realization that merging Drake's 140 million digital followers with 50's media trolling machine would produce an unstoppable force. Music. They formed an alliance. Drake and 50 Cent weren't only amused by Ross figures. Their goal was to deliberately eradicate the biggest boss myth song from popular culture. At 1:15 a.m., the combined effort officially went off. The Standard Time in the East. Subtle posts weren't the beginning. It debuted with a coordinated dual-stream broadcast that stopped social media algorithms worldwide. While 50 Cent watched live from his New York executive office, Drake did it from his opulent Toronto house. Music. In a matter of seconds, the stream was inundated with almost 800,000 concurrent viewers when both icons emerged on a split-screen arrangement clutching matching glasses of opulent champagne. Massive displays with live music, interactive Ticketmaster seating maps of Rick Ross's forthcoming performance dates, including oceans of blue unsold seats, were projected in the background of both streams. Take a look at this deserted town. Hysterically giggling, Drizzy 50 Cent yelled over his microphone, "Mr. Not even a nearby high school gym can be sold out by Biggest Boss." 2,000 copies were sold globally. In my sleep, I sell more t-shirts. With a chilly, triumphant smile, Drake leaned toward the camera and took a sip from his glass. Chaotic music erupted in the live comment area. The video was ripped and posted on X, TikTok, and Instagram, garnering over 45 million views in less than 30 minutes as millions of fire and laughing emojis flooded the screen. Music. To complete the humiliation, 50 Cent and Drake shared a combined social media post with the brutally precise title, Music, which included a photoshopped image of Rick Ross standing on an empty stage surrounded by crickets. Ricky, 20,000 sales in a joint campaign are not a release. It's a personal family directive. Squinting music, face and grinning, the Maybach empire is officially closed. The optics were lethal. Ross has been hiding behind an appearance of limitless fortune for 15 years. However, 50 Cent and Drake collaborated to transform his actual business failure into a worldwide comedic show. Complete chaos erupted inside Rick Ross's private estate in the Promised Land in Georgia. Ross was watching the joint broadcast on his home theater screen, according to staff leaks. According to reports, Ross became enraged when he witnessed Drake and 50 Cent sharing champagne to make fun of his 2,000 sales. He smashed a glass table and yelled at his management team to summon his public relations and legal departments immediately. Ross was stuck in a complete nightmare. Music. It was difficult enough to battle 50C, but it was professional checkmate to fight 50C and Drake at the same time. Rick Ross started an emergency Instagram live feed at 3:30 a.m., driven by sheer, undiluted rage. The M, straight out of his study, smoking a cigar, wearing a silk robe, and staring at the camera lens with angry, bloodshot eyes. Drake and 50 Cent. Since neither of you can affect me on your own, you two corporate puppets are banding together. Ross's voice trembled with wrath as he yelled into the phone. You're sipping champagne while discussing 2,000 sales. Let's expose how you blocked my broadcasts behind closed doors using algorithmic sabotage, shadow banning, and automated bot farms. Ross made an astounding, shocking accusation. He said that Drake and 50 Cent had covertly provided funding to a sophisticated digital sabotage company in order to overload ticket servers with fictitious hold requests and remove his record from popular streaming playlists. Millions were spent by all of you to prevent my release. You're afraid of true independent music, Ross said. I created Maybach songs by hand. My land is mine. My catalog is mine. A true boss cannot be banned. It was an enraged attempt to portray his business failure as the result of a corporate plot. Music. However, Ross's argument was a complete failure as soon as he concluded his speech due to an unforeseen, disastrous twist. Music. A verified leaked internal communication from Rick Ross's own distribution company was released by a well-known music industry news site 3 weeks before to the album's release. An email that was leaked revealed Ross' management team openly acknowledging that pre-orders were so low that the label was thinking of withdrawing all promotional funding, since there was no natural consumer interest in this project. The disclosure went viral on the internet. Music. While Ross was live on stream accusing Drake's bot farms and 50 Cent, internal emails from his own label revealed that everyone at Maybach Music knew the album would fail weeks before it was released. Viewers started sending clown emojis in the live conversation, which descended into utterly vicious ridicule. When Ross noticed that his own label's email had leaked live on television, he froze in panic and suddenly stopped the live stream after reading the remarks. The disaster continued even after Rick Ross's live webcast ended abruptly. A worldwide digital earthquake was set off by it. Hip-hop response channels, finance blogs, and news sites all went into overdrive. Every major media outlet featured the story that 50 Cent and Drake had effectively teamed together to destroy Rick Ross. On every social media platform around the globe, the hashtags number 50 and reunited, hashtag Ross career fall, and hashtag Mayabe Bakfin were at the top. Then followed the second huge unanticipated turn of events that turned this cooperative campaign from an online joke into a high-stakes corporate legal dispute. 11:30 a.m. The M. The legal teams of 50 Cent and Drake have formally filed a combined stop and desist demand and catalog clearance audit against Rick Ross and Maybach Music Group, according to a shocking story released by an investigative entertainment writer. A stunning, unprecedented discovery that rocked the music industry as a whole was included in the lawsuit. The filings state that Drake and 50 Cent are formally withdrawing Rick Ross's permission to play, stream, music, or make money off of any of their previous joint songs or sample materials on his current global tour or upcoming releases. Go back and read that. They didn't only make fun of his pointless tour. They formally prohibited Rick Ross from playing their tunes in the future. The legal demand made it apparent that Aveo and Gunnet were using their contractual rights to suspend all performance clearance licenses throughout international venue networks because Ross had violated master licensing and non-disparagement agreements by fabricating sabotage accusations. Music. Venue promoters will immediately risk multi-million-dollar copyright litigation if Rick Ross takes the stage anywhere in the world and attempts to perform songs like Aston Martin music or utilize Git sample approvals. The whole business was stunned by the move's stunning cunning. Rick Ross was essentially deprived of the most well-liked, crowd-pleasing songs in his whole repertoire by 50 Cent and Drake. Drake and 50 Cent took advantage of the legal strike right away by sharing a little video of themselves grinning into the camera while meeting together in an executive conference room and signing the legal notice. "You can't perform our hits to fill your empty seats anymore, Ricky," 50 Cent said as the caption for the video. "Instead, do those 2,000 record sales." The internet went utterly crazy, grinning and squinting. The collaborative effort became the most embarrassing corporate execution in hip-hop history when it became apparent that Rick Ross was now legally prohibited from performing the biggest hits of his career. In a hurry, promoters who had scheduled Ross for future festival performances called his management team and demanded to know whether he could fulfill his pledged set list. There was a complete collapse within Ross Group. Due to the possibility of venue copyright litigation from 50 Cent and Drake's legal teams, two major European festival organizers quickly put Ross in pending headline positions on administrative pause, according to sources within Maybach Music. Ross was up against a total professional checkmate. His record didn't do well. There were no people on his excursion. The lack of demand was acknowledged by his own label. He was now legally deprived of his greatest records by Drake and 50 Cent. Driven to the brink of desperation, Rick Ross's legal team launched a desperate counteroffensive, announcing an emergency federal injunction filing and claiming in a public statement that the joint cease and desist was an illegal bad faith attempt to restrict trade and destroy an independent artist's tour. Music, however, 50 Cent and Drake's legal teams released a single horrifying response, while the world waited to see if a court would intervene. Formal discovery will oblige Rick Ross to provide his full, unaltered tour ticket receipts, streaming accounting, and company debt declarations under federal court oath, which is why we applaud the court hearing. Music. The danger was deadly. Ross would be legally compelled to reveal his precise, humiliating financial information in public federal court records if he pursued the injunction. As the united campaign reached a fever pitch, the whole world of entertainment exploded into unparalleled frenzy. One of the most heated internet discussions in music history resulted from the culture's extreme division. Supporters of Drake and 50 Cent hailed a resounding win on one side. Fans praised the pair as a cold-blooded strategic collaboration that provided the ultimate retribution for Ross' previous music deeds, flooding comment sections on all platforms. Drake and 50 Cent working together is like Thanos winning the championship. One popular tweet with more than 250,000 likes was Infinity Stone. "You can't be Drake for 6 months and music, battle 50 Cent for 15 years without expecting them to collaborate and help you reach 2,000 copies." Hip-hop purists and Rick Ross's followers retaliated fiercely, accusing Drake and 50 Cent of utilizing corporate monopolistic power and legal intimidation to ruin a true hip-hop pioneer. It is cheesy and detrimental to the culture when two multimillionaires band together to blacklist an independent musician and prevent him from playing joint tunes. Drake and 50 are behaving more like corporate board directors than rappers, according to a prominent music writer. To debate the significant legal precedent created by the combined performance restriction, prominent music executives and event producers convened urgent private conversations. Off the record, industry sources acknowledged that 50 Cent and Drake's combined pressure had made Rick Ross economically radioactive, making event planners afraid to book him. Reaction channels, legal experts, and podcast presenters devoted many hours of live streams to analyzing the repercussions, pointing out that an artist's whole corporate empire threatens instant structural collapse when they lose both streaming support and live touring revenue at the same time. In the meantime, memes making fun of Ross. Predicament went viral, with millions of people making skits that showed Ross attempting to perform in front of empty chairs as Drake and 50 Cent watched from a VIP booth. The public was at a breaking point, waiting to see whether Rick Ross could somehow discover a legal loophole to salvage his global tour and restore his Maybach empire. They were paying close attention to every notice and music. Just when everyone thought that this collaborative campaign had reached a full legal stop, a brand new, shocking revelation surfaced that entirely turned the narrative into risky, uncharted area. 5:45 p.m. The M. Eastern Standard Time. A formal corporate filing from the state of Florida revealed that an undisclosed, recently established business entity had recently made a formal high-bid buyout offer to purchase the distribution liabilities, master catalog rights, and entire Maybach Music Group trademark. According to the filing, this anonymous investment group has already obtained a controlling portion of Maybach Music's underlying debt obligations from multiple financial lenders, putting them in a position to assume complete corporate control of Ross' label in the event that he defaults on his impending financial obligations. The investment group's co-managing directors are listed. Powerful corporate lawyers that jointly represent OVO Sound and Gannett Cinema and Television. Go back and read that. Drake and 50 Cent aren't only making fun of Rick Ross. By and on the Maybach Music Group brand itself, they have formally joined forces. TTO. The name Maybach Music, the master recordings, and the catalog rights to Rick Ross's career will all become jointly owned by 50 Cent and Drake if the buyout is successful. The insight was like an atomic bomb to the civilization. The exact kingdom that Rick Ross built over the course of 20 years is literally within the grasp of 50 Cent and Drake. According to those close to Rick Ross, he canceled all upcoming media engagements, instructed his security team to lock down his Star Island residence, and remained utterly silent after learning of the joint trademark buyout petition. 50 Cent and Drake simultaneously shared a final, scary 6-second video on their Instagram stories as the news went viral. Sitting side by side in an opulent, dark boardroom, they were grinning with icy, triumphant eyes while holding a leather-bound document marked Maybach Music Group Joint Acquisition. They both remained silent. They just elevated their glasses to the camera, tapped the folder together, and let the screen to go completely black. This isn't a rap feud anymore. This corporate execution is truly remarkable. Will Rick Ross be able to stop the takeover before Drake and 50 Cent legally acquire Maybach Music? Or have the two megastars permanently acquired the largest boss? The music industry will never be the same after the release of Part 2 of this historic conflict, so stay tuned. This united effort by 50 Cent, Drake, and Rick Ross has officially reached a horrifying historic apex, and we are witnessing absolute history happen before our very eyes. I want to hear music straight from you now. Do you believe that 50 Cent and Drake were entirely right in banding together to make fun of Rick Ross's career failure and prevent him from performing their hits? Or did their quest to purchase the whole Maybach Music collection go too far? Is the largest boss persona of Rick Ross officially extinct? Or will he be able to overcome this whole business disaster in any way? Now is the time to share your uncensored, unvarnished ideas in the comments area. Over the next several hours, I will be responding to the greatest comments. So let's start the discussion. You must act immediately if you want to stay ahead of the curve and receive real-time breaking news notifications as soon as Ross' legal team reacts or 50, Cent, and Drake complete the catalog buyout. To ensure that you never miss a second of this intensifying conflict, hit the like button, subscribe button, and activate all of your alerts. Every court filing in Miami, Toronto, and New York is being tracked by our emergency sources. Additionally, we will shortly release our next emergency breakdown video. Avoid falling behind.